Adaptive management. In Module 4, we are asking you to think of ways to build your organizational capacity. One important way of doing so is to integrate adaptive management into your planning and processes. What is adaptive management? It's the idea that as you carry out a program or project, you are intentionally making decisions and adjustments in response to what you learn. This relies on an intentional approach to learning and gathering evidence, then using that information to inform choices and decisions about how you are implementing a program or project. Adaptive management is a cycle. There are 4 key components of the cycle. First, you start by planning and thinking intentionally about what you want to achieve and how you plan to achieve it. Second, you implement what you have planned. Throughout implementation, you will track metrics and indicators that you identified in the planning phase. This is also known as internal monitoring, evaluation, and learning, and is part of the evaluating and learning aspect of adaptive management. Finally, it's important that you don't wait to make changes. If you identify something that is not working well, immediately adjust your implementation based on what you have learned. How do you learn? It's important that you take the time to pause and reflect, whether individually or as a team. This is a critical part of the learning process and can help feed into the adjustments you make to implementation. For example, let's imagine you won a contract to conduct an evaluation with a new client. As you begin working with this client, they do not answer emails promptly, and you find you are waiting several days or weeks for key information to move forward with the evaluation. As a result, you are not making the deadlines written in your work plan. You and your team come together weekly in team meetings, and you ask for their thoughts on how the project is going. The team agrees that it is concerning that the evaluation is falling behind schedule. One team member notes that whenever you are on a call, the client provides specific and useful answers to questions. Going forward, you plan to pivot your communication approach and request weekly meetings with the client so that you can get information you need in a timely manner. In this example, you have implemented adaptive management. You identified a pinch point based on objectives you had set and facilitated an internal reflection with your team to determine a new path forward. You'll need to monitor key indicators like timeline as you move forward to ensure that the evaluation stays on track. You may find that more changes are needed to how you work with the client to ensure the project is completed. There are many tools to help you implement adaptive management. We've mentioned key learning strategies such as developing robust internal monitoring, evaluation, and learning systems, as well as instigating regular pause and reflect sessions. Risk assessments, which can be done at the project or the organizational level, help you identify potential hazards to implementing a program and proactively manage risk. A SWOT analysis is another useful tool. This is when you identify the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats facing your project or organization. Conducting an organizational capacity assessment can help you identify needed areas of growth and can create an action plan to improve your organization's ability to reach its goals. Adaptive management feeds into another important cycle at the organizational level: strategic planning. The same tools and processes, planning, monitoring, intentional learning, and adapting based on evidence, help you monitor progress towards strategic priorities and achieve your organization's goals.